Hello, and welcome back to another inspiring episode of the Achieving Unity Success Formula podcast, where we turn chaos into connection and purpose into action. I am your host, Mark Intrican, founder of the Achieving Unity Success Formula, dedicated to making life better by encouraging, inspiring, and including others. Today, I have the privilege of introducing Sue Patz, and her journey is a compelling example of resilience, innovation, and empowerment. With master's degrees in pharmacology and computer science, she combined her expertise in science and technology to build a successful career in health e-commerce. She also created a thriving placement firm, helping people find meaningful career opportunities. Her storybook is a dramatic turn after a spinal cord injury left her bedbound, facing the tough choice between surgery and alternative healing. She chose the latter, embracing spiritually and holistic medicine. Against all odds, she recovered completely. That experience became a defining moment, inspiring her to dedicate her life to helping others turn challenges into opportunities. But first, before we engage in this insightful discussion, let me quickly introduce my company, Reality Focused Dynamics, where it all began. In the first slide, you'll see my gift to you, and I hope you'll take advantage of it. This is the guide. It's a free Achieving Unity guide that you can get now. Kickstart your journey. Take a step-by-step guide on how to begin removing bias and begin building an inclusive environment for ourselves and others. So if you check the QR code on the right, you get a copy of the Achieving Unity guide, or the QR code on the right, QR code on the left for the Unity guide, and the one on the right for my blog. You get to see what we're doing each week in the blog and the articles that I write. Love to have you join that and give me feedback. I'm always interested in what you're doing and how we can help move forward together. This is Achieving Unity Success Formula, and this is weekly podcast number 51. As of next week, we will have completed the 52nd episode of our podcast. It is every Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Please put it on your calendar. We'd love to see you here each week. Don't forget, it is on YouTube as well. So if you can't make it here during the week, during the business day, please go out to YouTube, find our site, go out to the podcast, watch each and every one of them. Again, this is our 51st, then the 52nd next week, a full year of podcast for you. So please join us. Now, as you see the logo on our slide, Reality Focused Dynamics and Success Focused Solutions. This is our trademark. This is our logo. It truly represents the core of what we do and how we stand strong. Notice how focused sits right at the core. That's because everything that we explore, from reality focused dynamics to success focused solutions, centers around clear, intentional direction. In fact, the idea of focus is so core to us that it's even reflected in our business phone number, 303-362-8733, which spells 303 focused on your phone pad. So you never forget our number. Ever want to think about getting centered, being core, being focused? Remember, 303 focused. We believe that by truly being focused on what matters, we can create meaningful change and achieve lasting unity. We have proven compassionate strategies that turn conflict into lasting harmony. This happens at home, at work, and in every relationship that matters. Are you ever frustrated by tension, arguments at home, at the office? Our 7-step roadmap gives you the tools that move from conflict to collaboration quickly and confidently. Are you craving stronger trust, stronger connections? Discover communication tactics that build respect, repair relationships, and unify teams and families alike. This works personally and professionally. Transform that conflict into connection. Together, we can do that by achieving unity. At the bottom right, you can also see another one of our domain names, realityfocusdynamics.com. Use that. Use what it takes for us to get together and let's build this unity. Again, together, achieving unity for all of us. Unity inspires us in our homes. It shapes society and it transforms workplaces. So that unity, we can't do it all alone. We'll be with our spouse, our families, the community, the workplace. We help you turn frustration into understanding. Have you ever heard somebody say, "What the frustration?" Okay, maybe they didn't use the word frustration, but that's what's there. But we must find value in our actions instead of reacting in anger or frustration. But what we do in our class, in our course, is we show how anger holds no value. Anger is just actions not gaining effective results. ANGER, actions not gaining effective results. That's all anger is. Life happens in every relationship, from personal relationships to professional relationships, from parenting time to partnerships, in the boardroom, in the bedroom, in every room in between. We show you how to embrace those challenges, each and every one of them, and encourage a more inspired and inclusive future. If you go to my blog, you'll see several articles on the EII, which is encourage, inspire, and include others. Read it. Let's talk more. One vision, one goal, achieving unity in every area of life. What's our call to action? Call to action, let's ditch the drama. How much drama do we see every day? Let's ditch that drama and get things done. Get stuff done each and every day, wherever we are. In our course, we show you how to turn your life from what may seem like a dumpster fire into a well-oiled machine. Put all that stress behind, get rid of that frustration to be effective in our actions and our results. Achieving unity is the path to stronger relationships. It's inspired leadership and lasting change. It can take that short-term change, turn into long-term improvements. We have coaching, we have consulting, we have our courses, we have keynote speeches. So contact us today, realityfocusdynamics.com, or call me, 303-FOCUSED, 303-362-8733. Looking forward to hearing from you. And again, this is a weekly podcast. I have a great guest every week. I know you're going to enjoy the one we have today when Sue gets up in a few minutes. But don't forget, Scott Schilling will be here next week, talking about creating authentic relationships that matters. That's on September 10th. On September 17th, we'll have Mila John Hansen. Self-publishing is easy as 1, 2, 3 for anyone at any age. What about your life? You ever thought about writing a book? Come join us on 9/17. We'll show you how to build that communication amongst you, your family, friends, and the community. Then on September 24th, we have Michael Davis, Storytelling Power Trio, who tells us how to tell stories, how to communicate better, how to talk to our family, friends, and again, the community as well as the workplace. October 1st, Wendy Vaughn, heart-centered coaching. Even as a coach myself, I love it. I go to my coaches. They're great to have, and they're great to think about things and discuss things. It's like a mastermind group. So come back on October 1st, and Wendy will talk to us about heart-centered coaching. Then Dr. Yang be here on October 8th. Foods impact our attitudes and our behaviors. Yes, what we eat can impact us as far as our DNA. Won't get into medicals, not for doctors. This is for you and I. Talk about what we eat and how it impacts us on a day-to-day basis. Come join us every week, Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Love talking to you here. And always, anytime during the podcast, if you have questions, put it in the chat. VA Renee will be glad to take your question, and let's bring it out and talk to others about what your questions may be. But here is our tribute for today. I'm so excited. So I haven't talked as much as I have for some people, but what I've seen about her, what I know about her, she is going to give us a lot of great information today. It's all about turning your e-commerce challenges into opportunities. So if you're working as an entrepreneur, multiple ways, maybe working for a big business, but you're thinking about doing some things on your own, or just in the things that you do every day. Sue Patz is an e-commerce expert, business strategist, and a speaker committed to helping entrepreneurs transform their struggles into sustainable growth. With extensive experience guiding businesses to evolving digital marketplace, Sue brings clarity, innovation, and actionable solutions to every stage of the entrepreneurial journey. Through her talks, consulting, and mentorship, she equips business owners with the tools to navigate challenges, uncover opportunities, and thrive in competitive spaces. Her approach blends practical strategies and forward thinking in everything that we do through her insights, reminding us that every obstacle holds that potential for progress and reinvention. Sue's mission is to empower entrepreneurs to build that resilience, embrace change, and create lasting success in that world of e-commerce, which is around us more and more every day. If you notice just below the picture on the right, there's her domain, her website, www.newbeginning.com. Go check it out. Be back to Sue. Ask your question. She'd love to hear from you. But for today, please welcome Ms. Sue Patz. Hey, Sue, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Yeah.
Good. So
Thanks for the
happy for you to be
opportunity.
here.
Yeah. Glad to be here.
I am so glad. It's just so exciting. We haven't had a chance to talk much. So I'm just intrigued by all the things that you've done, what you're doing, where you are today. So if you would, get a bit of for the audience, for help them in their own growth journey. You have a strong academic foundation, both pharmacology, computer science. How did these disciplines shape you and your approach to innovation itself and with problem solving? So tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Back home, actually, I was studying to become a PhD in pharmacology, but then I got married. I came to US, and everywhere I got admission for PhD was actually in universities far away from Bay Area, and my husband wanted to live in Bay Area. He didn't want to move. So I was newly married and PhD and all, it is a lot of commitment. It would be like 5, 6 years of commitment, and then newly married, moving away, it didn't make any sense. Someone had to sacrifice, right? So then basically I decided to change my major. I got into computer science because I was in the Bay Area. And then I was, we were like a double income, no kids. We were enjoying our life. And I was totally against having any kind of business because I always thought if you want to have a business, you have to do a lot of unethical things. And that's why I was against. But then as a teenager, I had lots of problems, and I got into spirituality a lot because I got my answers from spiritualities. See, as a teenager, if you are confused, there are two options, either drugs or a better alternative. And I'm really thank God that I chose spirituality. And when I studied more into spirituality, I really realized that money is not good or bad, money is neutral. It is the person who is holding money. Yeah, means money just amplifies that person's nature. And I
Very
started to
well said.
realize all those things. And when we received our first child, I just didn't want to leave that child to the daycare center and go to work. It didn't make sense. So then from that moment on, I wanted to do something from home. And that time working from home was not that prominent. Then I had to get into businesses, and I have been a solopreneur almost whole of my life, and I had various kinds of businesses. And you know, I knew that as a teenager, I knew that I had problems. And once you know that you have a problem, 50% of the problems are solved. And then I knew that I had to improve. So my improvement was like, there is a book called 1% better. So that the formula I followed, that as far as you are better today than yesterday, that means you are succeeding. And you are never going to become perfect, because as a human being, the day you become perfect, God will call you, because none of the human beings are perfect. So then, as far as you are better today than yesterday, it is a really great journey. It may not happen every day. Sometimes you may feel not better than yesterday, but still, most of the time, if you are better today than yesterday, then it is a successful journey, and that is the growth journey. And you just apply that into your life, and you will keep on growing. And you learn from everyone. You learn from everyone. No, I learn even from my kids. So don't have
Absolutely.
ego, just have open mind and keep on learning, and it will be really better. And as you become better, your business becomes better, because entrepreneurship is the best self-help program, and that is how you become better and you can serve your clients better. So that is how that is how my journey has shaped. And I had many businesses, but the strategy needed for any kind of business is the same.
To help others, right?
Yeah, yeah, help others, absolutely. Because when you create results and transformation into your clients, so that is the thing. Means it can be through anything. It can be a physical product or your service or digital product anyway. That's the thing. Means whenever you provide solution for other people's problems, you are getting rewarded.
I like
That's
that.
it.
And I also like, I'm sorry.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, yes. And you say that so well because as you mentioned, that 1% solution. So you're just improving 1% each day, each week. Pick a time period and find out what we need to improve. And there's so many things for me I know that I need to improve. If I can
Yeah.
just improve that 1% each day, it will go on and on. And it doesn't have to be measured. I think, like you're saying, Sue, it doesn't have to be that you have to do this much and you're going to have days that you're not going to be able to accomplish as much, right? But you can still keep working, 1% per day. And like you said, you may not ever be 100%, but you can still be that 98%, 95%, 99%, and be so much better as we grow forward, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah.
And then you mentioned the Bay Area, thinking you maybe
Mm-hmm.
San Francisco,
Oh
the
yeah.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, Silicon Valley. We are equidistant actually from San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose. We are 30 minutes away from all major airports. We are in the East Bay, but it is
Mhm.
still Bay Area.
I don't know that everyone knows what the Bay Area means, so I just wanted to touch on that just to clarify what the Bay Area and that Silicon Valley, because you mentioned computer science and working
Mm-hmm.
with computers and that growth,
Mm-hmm.
especially just a few decades ago, how
Mm-hmm.
that growth in the Silicon Valley just exploded, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah,
There's
but
a
the
lot to
living
do
over
there.
here is also very expensive. It's really, really expensive. Means you need to have two incomes, because For the price which you can buy houses in other areas, here you, even if you get garage for that price, it will be a miracle. So it's quite expensive area, but means we are used to this area. So yeah, we don't have any complaints, no regrets.
right? And your family's there, so that makes it worthwhile, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you've built some careers in health e-commerce
Yeah,
and
because
talent
yeah,
placement.
yeah. I was actually, so I have a pharmacology background, and I was doing PhD in pharmacology. And the more I studied pharmacology, the more I realized that we should be staying away from the drugs, because they are only for emergency. They don't give the complete solution. They don't take care of your the root cause. And so prevention is better than cure. And that's why, I means, basically I got into e-commerce of the preventative things which can be useful for people who can better their life. And so that is really so that is part of my business. But I also had a placement firm. I place people for jobs. But when I was bedridden, that time actually I had a lot of things to means basically I was just thinking, I really felt it was near to death experience. Okay, so then
Wow.
I was wondering, okay, I got one life, and it is really precious life, because there are so many there are so many species, and human species is the topmost, it is the best species, and I got that kind of life. So I should be doing something worthwhile. And then when I got recovery from my yeah problems, I really felt this is a second chance for me. I should do something really great with my life. And see, there are many projects you can do, whatever, but one life, how many projects you can do? And I thought I should basically help solopreneurs succeed into their business, because I have been a solopreneur almost whole of my life. Now I'm more like entrepreneur, small business owner, because now I have a team. I'm no longer a solopreneur. But nobody understands solopreneur. Only one solopreneur understands other solopreneur. And neither their friends nor their family. And then I thought, okay, I should do something for solopreneurs, because most solopreneurs quit their business before launching their first products. Many entrepreneurs don't see second year in their business. Those who see second year, many of them don't see fifth year in the business. All these things I thought, okay, I should do something for them. And that's what actually led me to do all these things. So I started blogging, and my blogs were based on spirituality and entrepreneurship. My blog started getting lots of traction. People loved my blogs. People said, "We love your blogs. We don't have time to read the blogs. So why don't you have podcasts? Why don't you have YouTube channel?" And I never wanted to do that, because English is my third language, and I didn't want to talk in front of people. But just because my audience wanted, I said, okay, I'm here in this business to serve my audience and not to serve my ego or my imposter syndrome. So I started podcast
So,
within one day, and now I have 3 YouTube channels, and actually all are means basically eligible to monetize, but I'm not monetizing because I don't want to put ads into my educational content. So that is how then everything I created based on seeing the challenges solopreneurs, entrepreneurs face, and then my offers are providing solutions for their challenges.
and that's great. And I'd like to ask you a question because when I talk about that solopreneur, as you're saying, aren't there times when we are all maybe not in an income producing, but isn't there a time when we are all solopreneurs? Because when we're working on our own, we are a solopreneur. We may not be out earning money, but that's still, we're solo. We're still taking on a challenge ahead of us. So there's a lot of, I think, I'd love to have your feedback on this. There's a lot of solopreneurs out there that are working for someone else that might be very good on their own, maybe with their own company. What do you think about that?
Absolutely right. Many people actually die with their dream in their heart. And
Very well said.
solopreneurship gives you a chance to live your dream. And
I love what
people are scared of fear of unknown. People are scared that Solopreneurship means there is no structure. There are so many problems solopreneurs face. They wear so many hats. If they don't prioritize, they will spend full day doing something which is totally not important, not urgent, and they won't produce anything. So at the end of the day, they will feel they were not productive at all. There are so many challenges. So, but there are lots of everywhere means there are lots of solutions too, and there is a lot of information available too. But you have to discipline. It is not going to be like 9 to 5 job and your boss is giving you a structure and you have to here you are your own boss, and you may work even 5 to 9. 5 to 9 means it is like not 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., it is 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. That
That's
can be
exactly right.
possible, yeah, because many solopreneurs they quit 40 hours job, end up working 80 hours, nothing to show for.
Yeah, that's a challenge for that. And
Yeah.
as we talk about that, I think you're making some very good points because it brings into something else that I see that you do. That's talent placement. Can you tell us more about that?
So there are lots of challenges actually solopreneurs face, and there are lots of solutions are also available. So I would just recommend that choose a mentor whose lifestyle you want to live, because
Uh,
there are so many strategies, there are so many things available, but it may not be suitable to what your goal is. For example, my goal is to have time freedom. So if someone is having their if multi-million dollar program, but if they are day to day involved into their business, it may not be suitable to my goal, what I want to achieve. So it is always better to combine your goal, your personal mission, and put that into your business so that your personal branding, business branding, everything is same, and then you enjoy the journey. And when you
like
enjoy
that.
your journey, your challenges just fade away, because you are so looking forward to achieve your goal, your challenges fade away, and challenges are countless. There are so many challenges, and as far as you are living human being, challenges will be there. And I guarantee you one thing: once you develop muscle for overcoming one particular level of challenge, your next challenge is going to be bigger, because you already developed muscle for overcoming that challenge. So your next challenge is going to be bigger, and as far as you are living, there will be challenges. Only the people in cemetery, they don't have challenges, right? So
Well, don't some of our own talents, like I think about with you in talent placement, because there's a lot of people who have talents that are very good at what they do, but they don't grasp yet that that talent is valuable. And to be able to put that, place the priorities on a person's talent and help them getting beyond, as you mentioned earlier, people are scared, people are nervous. But with that talent placement, to be able to put our talents in the right place, knowing, as you're saying, there's going to be challenges. There's always challenges, no matter what we do. But that challenge could be created by our talent that brings that next success forward. And like you and I do in our coaching, we help people get ahead, help them take that next step where their talent is exemplified
absolutely
among
right.
other
And
people.
talent, it's real. Everyone is unique. Everyone is unique. Your talent, my talent. So what you are good at, I may not be good at that. Everyone has a talent, and when you have talent and passion for any particular thing, the creation becomes very easy for you. But other person may not have talent or passion in that particular thing, so they are willing to pay you for that, right? So if so it is a really win-win situation, because you have talent and passion in that particular area, so creation is easy. So it is really like a breeze for you. You are creating that particular thing. Other person may not have talent and passion in that area, so they are willing to pay for that. So you are creating a win-win situation. So if you think entrepreneurship, business, small business, solopreneurship, whatever, in that way, it is so simple. Because what happens, I have seen entrepreneurs, they have passion to use their talent and create. But when it comes to sales and marketing, they freeze. And that time I tell them, people are willing to pay you because what comes easy for you, it is not easy for them. That's why they are willing to pay you. So selling is not actually taboo, or it is people are really scared to sell because they say, oh, how can I sell? It was so simple and easy for me. Yeah, but it is not simple and easy for them. That's why they are willing to pay you. And there has to be energy exchange, because if there is no energy exchange, they won't value what they get. Because when I was blogging, people got free resources, but when someone gets for free, they put it on the shelf and they say, okay, I will look at it later. So your talent placement is really important. Remember, you have a unique talent. Everyone is unique, and use your talent and create your offers.
I so like what you're saying with that, because everyone has a talent, and there's some things that it takes one person longer to do than another. And sometimes it's not worth our time to do some things. It's better to give it to someone else to do. And then we can do things that are more based on our own talents, or we can receive more value.
Oh,
Value may or may not be
absolutely.
money.
Absolutely. For example, if you want to renovate your house, I know construction, yeah, you can educate yourself and then you can renovate your house, or you just hire someone who is already licensed, someone who is professional, that you can pay him whatever money, and you save your time, money, energy, and you get the work done. It can be applicable for anything. For example, uh, for plumbing, you can say, for electrician and all. So it is the same thing. Means, someone is professional, you just call that person will do the service. Of course you can learn and do that, but hey, you have to see, means, how much time, money, energy you have, and is it worth it for you to spend that much of time, money, and energy and learn it and then do it. Instead of that, why not to get all these services and offers done by someone else who is already expert at that, who is professional. You are saving your time, money, and energy, and you can see the immediate result and transformation in your life. And that is how the coaches do, right? That is what you do, and that is what I do, right?
That's exactly right. Because yes, that we could learn how you mentioned being a plumber, being an electrician. Yes, we could get the books down, we could study and figure out how to do it. But how much time does it take for us to learn all that? When, like you said, you could hire a professional, they could come to your house, less than an hour, they take care of it and they're gone. And you didn't spend all that time learning something that you'll probably never use again, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. Because I have seen people spending 3 years in creating e-course, and they are not even sure whether there is any demand for that e-course. And time is so important. Time is flying, and
And
if
we
you
only
lose
have so
money, you
much.
can make money. But if you lose time, you cannot recreate the time. It is so important. I have seen people spending 6 months in creating lead magnet. Why? Why? It shouldn't take even like, yeah, I don't know, not even 6 hours to create a lead magnet. But people are spending 6 months. The time is so precious.
Time is so precious. So you're so right. And that's one of the things with me. I hate wasted time. I talk about getting rid of hate and ending hate, but I know that for myself, that frustration and that distancing that it does, that wasted time, because we have so little, let's take advantage of the time we have and make use of it. Let's hire that person that has that expertise, and we can focus on our talents and grow forward, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
Well,
do you
I'm
remember?
so
Means now this is September. You must be remembering the 1st of January. Can you believe 3 quarters are already gone?
gone.
Time is flying
Mhm.
like crazy.
What happened to summer? I was talking to my better half the other day. Where'd summer go? That is so, so true.
I know it
Well, tell
got
me something.
started and gone.
That's right. Well, tell me something. I'm so sorry about your spinal cord injury. I was injured in an automobile accident many years ago also, but you had a spinal cord injury, and you talk about that spirituality. you chose a healing path that was rooted more in alternative medicine and that spirituality. How did that experience, or did that
See,
experience reshape your perspective?
I got into many accidents, and most of the times, actually, it was like a rear ending. Somebody hitting me, and I have one extra vertebra. And as you age, you shrink. So everything accumulated together. It was my condition was like that. I couldn't move. I couldn't get up. I couldn't take even single step. And when I went to doctors, they told me you have extra vertebra and so many accidents, and now you are shrinking. Everything is jammed. So they said they will put some spacer in between each vertebra so that I'll have more space and then I'll be able to move around. But I just didn't want to do that because as a human being, if they do one mistake with my spine, I will be bedridden forever. And then I just had thought, okay, I'll use the alternate care and I will put my mind with all the positive stuff. Anything. It can be like a positive talk or positive reading, anything. So that means I know there is a possibility. And I didn't even inform my friends or family that I had such a serious problem, because sometimes people they care, but then they care too much and they can even put some fear into your mind that, oh, this may not be possible. So I just actually just put myself into just like I just put myself home. I didn't move around, but I put myself into all the positive talks and I kept on taking the alternate
But,
care. So in the morning, actually, every day I woke up and I watch the movie The Secret.
oh,
And
yes, I've
yeah,
watched
so
that
that is
several
about the
times.
law of attraction and all. And
Mhm.
I listened to a lot of Bible based talk, and also I studied Buddhism. I also studied lots of Gita, Bhagavad Gita. See, for me, spirituality and religion, they are two different things. I am spiritual, I'm not religious. So everything, because the more and more religions I studied, the more and more I realized that everyone is telling the same thing, only the different names. You won't believe there are same stories in many religions, only the different names. So I don't know why people fight about religions. And next life I might be in a totally different religion. So I'm totally spiritual, and that helped me a lot. That helped me a lot. It was I think mainly because you recover your whatever physical condition, mental condition. It's just by your mind frame. So if your mindset is right and
That's so
if you
true.
visualize the positive outcome, it will happen because you are giving signal to universe. And universe is your genie. Universe wants to help you. If you give the signal that okay, this is what you want, universe will work to provide you that. But people use it in a wrong way because people just keep on pondering about all the negative things happening in their life, and the universe thinks, oh, you enjoy these things, and universe gives you more and more of that. Instead of
Mhm.
that, if you keep on focusing on the things which are really helpful to you, universe will give you more of that. And you become your best friend. So whatever is the best for you, you should create that into your reality first by visualizing it and then basically giving signals to universe, and then it becomes a reality. It's a really just simple formula. It is simple formula, and it is everything is law of sowing and reaping, because here you are sowing your thought, and the reaping is always, reaping is bountiful more than whatever you have sowed. And reaping is always more than, yeah, what you have sown, and it is the same of what you have sown, because you will never find a mango tree by sowing a peach seed. It is not going to happen. So you will get exactly same whatever you have sown, and you will get
So true.
afterwards you have sown. So you are not going to get immediately. So if you know these three things, the life becomes really simple and easy. So just make sure whatever you are sowing, and sowing is means it is not just like tangible what you see in the backyard. You are sowing whatever and you are reaping that. It is same thing because this mind is also a fertile ground, this universe is a fertile ground, so everywhere whatever way you are sowing, and sowing can be by anything, by your words, by your thinking, everything, whatever you, that is what you are sowing, and you are going to reap exactly the same thing later on, and bountiful.
And that's so true with the points that what we think about is what we're going to grow with.
Oh yeah.
And we can talk about the good or the bad. And I speak on this, that you can find something wrong with everything, but you can also find something good with everything. And too many times we take it to the extremes. You know, I'm spiritual, I'm religious, I know what I believe, but I know the positive actions that come from what I believe. And that's where people are too, even back to what you said earlier, Sue, about people being afraid. They're afraid to commit.
Oh yeah.
They're afraid of responsibility.
Oh yeah.
They're afraid of accountability. And they
Absolutely.
fall to the side. They fall
Yeah.
to the indecision. That causes a lot of troubles.
Yeah.
And I think even today, many of our listeners, they also face their own setbacks, just like you,
Mm-hmm.
just like me. What has helped you turn your greatest challenge into this powerful new beginning, like you call it? How does it help you, your own setbacks? How did it help you turn that greatest challenge into the new beginning?
Okay, if you look at greatest challenge, that is the best opportunity, because I was running with 100 miles per hour, and it was really going too busy. It forced me to take rest. It forced me to look at my life. It forced me to change the direction. So the greatest challenge is the greatest opportunity. You will always see that. Always see whatever you think it is the worst thing happened to you might be the best lesson you got. It's always, and that is how, means I looked at it, means if I'm thankful I was bedridden for 1 year. Otherwise, I would have never taken that much of rest. Otherwise, I would have never soaked myself into so much of spiritual talk. I would have never changed my thinking, and I would have died with the regrets. I'm so thankful that that thing happened into my life. So I know your listeners, means everyone is going through challenges, and your challenges are different from my challenges, no doubt about it, because we all have different life, we have different challenges. But just look at your challenges the way, that way. It is the greatest opportunity. It is the greatest opportunity, and I'm so thankful. I'm really thankful. So every challenge, even when I was a teenager, I had lots of problems. Even with my some college, I had some stuff happened and all. That was a really bad thing happened into my life and all. But I really am thankful. Because of that, I got to know the value of people in my life. There's so many things, everything you look at it. So it's never going to be, you don't play victim, okay? You become victor of your life, and when you look at those things with this new perspective, you will enjoy. And I'm not saying you ask for more challenges or the similar challenges, because once you are giving signal to universe that you learn from that challenges, you are not going to get the same challenge again. You will get different one. As per it, you learn you from that challenge, and you implement into your life, so that you are not going to do the same mistake again and again. See, I have a team, and I always tell them it's okay to make mistakes, but don't make the same mistakes again and again. It's perfectly okay to make mistakes. And when you are talking about positive and negative, there is a story. One grandpa is telling that I have two monkeys on my shoulder. One on one shoulder is a monkey who always thinks good. On other shoulder, monkey is always complaining. So then the grandkid was asking, "So grandpa, which monkey wins?" So the grandpa says, "The monkey which I feed."
Exactly. Yep. I like that too. And I always heard it was the wolf, the good wolf and the bad wolf. And which wolf survives, and it's the one that we feed. That is so true about what you're saying, because we've got to start building or continue building and not let other things get us down. Don't look to that negative. Do that love and caring and commitment and go forward. Well, let's talk just a minute. We have about 15 minutes left. Let's talk about your kind of like rapid, the RAPID revenue blueprint. Can you tell us more about that and how that changes reality, putting you on the fast track to seeing better in just what, 90 days?
Yeah, many people are so worried about whether AI will take their business, AI will take away their coaching, AI will take away their course creation and all. Here, I'm showing you how you can AI proof your business. So, my rapid revenue, every lecture and module, I have a custom GPT which people can use, and I have various ways depending on your situation. You can pick and choose the path you want to take. I provide ready-made digital products because then it cuts down the product creation time, and immediately you can start sharing and creating revenue, because I want the solopreneur to be really successful as early as possible. When I was starting digital business, I was told that you will see real money only in the third year. I didn't like that. No, I can just say that, okay, you can see real money even in your third month. So that is a really shortcut. So here, AI proofing your business. So I have custom GPTs in my modules and lectures, but I am providing laser coaching one-on-one 15 minutes every week, so that you know what step to take next. And of course, there is a group coaching every month. So what is happening when you provide this laser coaching weekly? It actually moves the needle, because they get the personalized action plan, because you cannot have the cookie cutter formula for everyone. They get personalized action plan, plus they become accountable to their own dreams, accountable to their own business, because many times people join their systems and they take their whatever time it is. And here, if you are accountable to someone, you take action, you implement, you move the needle, and you will see the result. So here it is based up the both worlds. So I have a human interaction, plus I have AI. So I have based up AI and human interaction, because I bring human collaborations, so that with the collaborations you can create leads, ongoing leads, and you can create revenue. And I have based up both worlds of group coaching and one-on-one coaching. If you just want one-on-one coaching, you have to pay premium price tag, but here we are providing 15 minutes laser coaching, so that without paying premium price tag, here based off the both worlds, you can have group coaching plus one-on-one. So this is the best way, and I have been part of this kind of program, and that moved the needle into my business. So I'm providing the same model for my clients too, so that they can see the results and transformation. They can see the monetization happening in, actually they can see even in first week if they have established subscriber base. But if they don't have subscriber base, they are starting from scratch, they can see the money in 3 months, like 90 days. And if they want to go global, I have a program where they can go global within 1 year.
That is great. Great for people to be able to see that. One of the things is I hear you talking, because I agree with what you're saying, because so much of our achievement and our progress is all about what we talked earlier, is taking that one step at a time, moving forward, doing something.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, where a lot of what you're focusing on here is putting that 6 months down. Here's what you're going to do. Here's your group sessions. Here's the time for you to learn and build. But I think one of the problems we have, and I believe you mentioned even on your website, is burnout. How burnout can be a true challenge for entrepreneurs, personally and professionally. But I think you also have some strategies that you recommend for going forward without losing balance. Is that right?
Absolutely right. I remember last year, Valentine's Day, I created one blog post, 40 ways to self-care. And basically, my theme was be your own Valentine, because I thought for Valentine Day, if someone doesn't have Valentine in their life, they can be their own Valentine. and they can enjoy the Valentine Day. And that blog post went viral and it still brings leads for me. So those are the things, those are the strategies I share. And burnout is real. It is so real because, as I said, that people quit 40 hours of job and end up working 80 hours in their own business. And most entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, they work all 7 days. They don't have any holiday, and initially they don't even have anything to show for. So, how you can avoid burnout just by simple strategies, and those are really important. For example, whenever I do presentations on treadmill. So my brand is like the lady who gives presentations on treadmill, because here I'm just showing that okay, you can be on treadmill, you can take care of your health, and you can still build your business. So you are taking you don't have to build your business at the cost of your health. You can incorporate both things together. And how it is so vital to take breaks so that you can revitalize your brain. So there is a story like two woodcutters. One takes breaks and he sharpens his axe, and he'll become refreshes his mind. And the other person actually keeps on cutting wood all the time, and he thinks, what is this person is taking so many breaks and what? But at the end of the day, the person who takes breaks, who sharpens his axe, he has more wood cut than the person who keeps on working continuously. So if you remember this story, that will surely tell you that okay, how you can keep on educating yourself, and how you can implement that, and how you can take breaks, and just by simple things you avoid burnout. Because burnout means then you don't enjoy the journey, and destination is so short lived. Don't put your happiness on destination, enjoy the journey. And many times people think, oh, I'm in the business to make money. If I want to have fun, I will go out with my friends and I will enjoy. It's not like that. If you are spending more than one third of your life in building your business, you should enjoy. That is my perspective.
I think you're right. That's one of the things we want to think about is we have to learn to enjoy or learn to change.
Yeah.
There's ways to improve. We're not enjoying what we're doing. If we're not growing forward, why are we doing what we're doing?
Yes.
That's what
Yeah.
it's
If you
all
want
going
to
to
be
be about.
miserable, why do you want to start your own business? You can be miserable at your job.
Right. And why would people want to do that? But some people do. But again, that's sometimes in training and with us as coaches, that's what we want to do is to be able to coach others because so many people, this is why I have the podcast, why you have podcasts, why we coach, because there's a lot of people who just don't know the circle that they're in. Their five best friends, six best friends, three best friends, or maybe even 10 best friends are not helping them to get out of that rut in the road. But by doing what you're doing, helping with the ability to take that next step and the ability to grow forward, and with you talking about how much more we can do with digital entrepreneurship,
Yes.
how we can use things. And I'm touching a couple of points here, but even as I talk about achieving unity, because there's always someone else. You've got even your customer. No one lives alone. Other people is what makes our life valuable in one way or another. Even if you're a Grinch or whoever else you might be, you're still dependent upon others. And I think what you're talking about with the e-commerce challenges and how you're turning those into opportunities, we must utilize others to make that work, right?
No, I totally agree with you because you should be part of a community, and community mainly consisting of two two kinds of people. First is you should have a guide or mentor who can take care of your blind spots and who can tell you what works, what doesn't work, so that you will get a shortcut for your success. So you should need a guide or mentor. And second thing, you need peers, so that peer-to-peer accountability is so important because you see others are going through the same challenges, similar challenges, and they are overcoming. You will get inspiration from that. So you are absolutely right. Achieving unity is so important, and that is possible with other people. That is possible with community. It is really important.
It is. Thank you so much. I love how you bring that together and share that togetherness. And as you're saying, the peers, our peer to peer, talking to our friends, our acquaintances, people we work with, people we work for, people who work for us, and to build that going forward. We only have a few minutes left. So going forward, looking ahead, what do you see as the future for digital entrepreneurship and how that works for the solopreneurs? How can they prepare now for what's coming later or tomorrow?
Digital entrepreneurship, I think it is the best way, best kind of business, I really feel, because it takes care of a lot of things. You really don't need to do the drop shipping, and you don't need to have inventory. You create once and you can sell forever. It's so many things. Of course, the trends change, so you can upgrade your product, whatever it is. But it is the best way. And I'm not saying you to have full-fledged business, but you can start as a side hustle. It's always better to have some backup. People have all kinds of insurances. People have car insurance, home insurance, health insurance, but there is no job insurance. So this is how you create job insurance. This is how something actually you can give to your next generation. There are so many benefits. There are so many benefits. And people are unnecessarily worried about whether AI will take my job. No, AI is a tool. AI will make you more productive. You have
Is
to use the tool properly. So AI
it,
actually is making you more productive. It is not like, yeah, it will take your job if you don't stay with the trend. So don't worry about that. And now, for example, I am living my dream of digital entrepreneurship, but I always wanted to do something with spirituality. So I'm writing books based on spirituality and entrepreneurship. And that also I'm bringing into my business. And I'm also having the standalone offers of the spirituality entrepreneurship. I'm writing books and all. So, you will live your dream. And there, I'm saying it is the best opportunity, and it is available for everyone. You don't have to lease any office space. Everything it's I have even a course, free course, that tells you how you can create digital products for free. You can host them for free. You can market them for free, so that once you have one product created, validated, and creating money revenue on cruise control, then you can do whatever you always wanted to do. So
I
everything
like
you
that.
can do on shoestring budget, everything is possible. But only thing, you have to take action. We are doing our part. Mark, you are doing your part. I am doing my part. Now they have to do their part.
We
So
all do.
you,
And that's
yeah.
one of the things, yes, that we all need to know about that. And as you just mentioned, get into the cruise so you can use that cruise control, but learn your passion, learn what you want to do, and take it forward. Because if you want to live your dream, you've got to know your dream and understand your dream to take it forward, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, you bet. We are deeply grateful to have Sue Pats here today joining us, sharing her remarkable journey with such openness, such generosity. So, from Sue to come in from blending science and technology into a thriving career, to transforming a life altering entry into a calling that uplifts others. Sue is embodying resilience, innovation, and empowerment through her platforms, thenewbeginning.com, and her rapid revenue blueprint. She's empowering solopreneurs, which is all of us. We all do things on our own as we build the unity of others worldwide, turning those challenges into opportunities and building sustainable futures. So, again, thank you for your wisdom, your encouragement, your authenticity, and the things that you brought to this conversation. And it's been a true honor to learn from your story and to share your mission of leaving no dream behind with our audience. Any closing comments?
No, I really appreciate the work you are doing. See, even your logo tells everything: focus, reality, success, dynamics, and solutions. Everything is encompassing that. So, keep up the great work. Means I really
Oh,
appreciate your offer, and I just want to tell you, your audience, that they are blessed. So I just
thank you.
want to tell them that bring your friend, because Mark is adding so much value to your life. Share that with other people. Just make sure, because he is really bringing so much of change into your life. So if you help someone else bringing into his community, it will help them. So I'm really
Thank you,
thankful. Keep
Sue.
up the great work, and I'm really grateful, and it's blessed to be part of this podcast.
And Sue, as you say, that our journeys serve as a powerful reminder that unity and the new beginning success collaboration that you're talking about, that you have developed and are building on, start from within through self-awareness, through resilience, and a willingness to grow from the failures or the challenges that we may see. Because today's message perfectly relates to the Achieving Unity Success Formula, transforming chaos into clarity, isolation into inclusion, and broken trust into an intentional, focused collaboration. We all have room to improve through our teamwork. We can't do it alone. Remember, unity isn't just an ideal, it's a daily choice to lead with empathy, act with integrity, and uplift others along the way. If what I'm sharing resonates with you today, if what Sue is talking about resonates with you today, go to our websites, newbeginning.com, markintrican.com. Let's continue to build. And as Sue said, it's all of us working together, taking what we have, our talents, as we talked about before, and grow those forwards. And inspired by the influence and recognition we gain through what Sue Pat's message brought us, contact her, go out to LinkedIn, go out to our website. So until next time, let us keep turning that chaos into connection. Let's use, she's mentioning, turn AI into the tool that help you, not to take your job. Let us continue to achieving unity, www.achievingunity.com, www.newbeginning.com. Call us, and you know my number, 303 Focused. We can stay focused on turning chaos into connection as we achieve unity by harnessing the power of encouraging, inspiring, and including others in building better businesses, as Sue is talking about, better lives, and a better world. Life is truly what we make it. So let's make it awesome together in unity. Sue, thank you again. Thank you for being here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
the
all for showing
opportunity.
up.
Appreciate. Thank you.
My pleasure, Sue. We will continue to talk. And thank you to our audience. Get in touch with us, both of us. And Sue, for your message of helping others, your time, and your commitment. Hope to see you again, and hope to see you all again next week, right here, 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Till then, cheers.
Bye bye.